The location is Corpus Christi, Texas. Right now we're with the man, the myth. Exclusively, BigkreeTV brings you
Michael White fucking right. What it do?
All right. You know, I had to come to Corpus Christi to get with Michael White. You know, I've known Michael White for many years. You know what I'm saying? Many years. Look up Big Cree versus Michael White if you want to see the funniest shit in your life. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start off with
that was a dope battle.
Yeah, most definitely. It's
probably my best one.
Yeah.
if the quality was a little bit better and we didn't lose that
third round
battery.
Yeah.
The battery turned off on the third round. And
shouts out to John Bell, right? Was it John Bell?
Yeah, shout out to John Bell. He gave us the cell phone footage to connect it.
Yeah, we still made it happen.
Yeah.
So where were you born originally? I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying. As we see what's around your neck, but you know
the origins of Michael White.
The origin of Michael White. That's what I want to.
The orgasm. I was born in Pensacola, Florida, right?
Okay.
5 years old. Moms took me away from my father and moved me to Corpus Christi. So I've been here since 5 years old because my father would beat her and stuff. And I thought he was cool. I didn't get to see none of that. I guess she said he was bad, so we had to leave. I ain't seen him ever since. And my grandma lived here, so that's why we came to Corpus all the way from Pensacola. You know what I'm saying?
So you migrated to Corpus Christi through Pensacola. That's Pensacola's what, Florida, right?
Yeah.
Florida?
Roy Jones.
That's all you gotta say about that. Roy Jones.
Who else from there?
All right, so you were born in Pensacola, and you moved to Corpus at what age?
5.
5.
I still remember crossing that Harbor Bridge too before they had all them rainbow lights. When it was just gutter street lights. Anyways, so yeah, my grandma, she's from Brazil. You know what I'm saying?
That's something else I want to get into, your ethnicity. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't even know it yet.
Okay. So we know some of it. I mean,
I think I'm quarter puto.
Okay.
I'm a putino. I'm a proud putino. What's it called? So yeah, she from Brazil. She was living here, and that was the only family from my mom's side that we knew, I guess, in America. You know what I'm saying? And so we came here because she was like the only person that could help, and she was still doing. She was struggling herself, so it's like it was still hard. You know, we was house hopping. I went to like every elementary school, like 3 elementary schools a freaking year. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, finally settled. And then we finally settled down when we met my stepdad, and that's when I started, you know. And I guess that's why, like, it was hard. That's why I was always the oddball too, you know what I mean? Because I was always like the new kid. You know what I mean? When you're the new kid, nobody respects you. Like,
yeah, I feel that, bro. Because I went to like 13 schools myself. You know, my mother always moved me around a lot too, so I know exactly what you're saying. But
I remember going to the skating rink and kids would go up to me and they'd be like, "You the new kid, right?" That was my name. That was my name, New Kid. My name was New. When I finally went to elementary school, where I was actually there for 2 years, I was still called New Kid for those whole 2 years. Like, I'm telling you,
even though you got a basic name, Michael White. I mean, it don't get no. That's a name you can't forget. You know what I'm saying? It's like a household name.
They used to make fun of me for that too. That was one of the things I got bullied for too. Like, I think I really got bullied for. I think it was for being white. I don't know what it really was, but I used to get punched in my nose like every day and shit, and I would get in trouble for that shit because I was part of the fight. Man, ain't that some old ass shit? Like, nobody was on my side. You know what I mean? I grew up just getting bullied, and you know, I guess because I was always different, and I was on Ritalin, you know what I'm saying, because I was hyper.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. That was another question I had here,
I hated
but
that shit.
you know, you are drug free, correct?
That's one of the reasons too, man, because moms had me. You know what I'm saying? I forgive her though. She didn't, you know, in the '90s, like, parents didn't have Google to find out the fucked up shit about shit. We just had doctors telling us like, "Oh, this is what he needs to take." So you know what I mean? The doctor told my mom, like, "Yeah, he needs to take Ritalin. He's hyper." You know what I'm saying?
So basically,
give him some Ritalin. So
basically, ADHD. That's the disability you have, right?
What they. I don't believe it's a disability. I don't believe it. I think it's just something they made up to have a reason to make some money off of. You know what I'm saying? They just make,
the pharmaceutical companies
make
and
a pill
whatnot.
for anything.
Man, do you take medication for stuff like this, or are you just med free? I mean,
Nah, man. When I was old enough to not take that shit no more, I was happy. I was finally free. I felt like I could finally be me. And I think that's why I'm so hyper today, because I can finally just release, you know, my whole childhood hyperness now. Like, because I was fighting it my whole life, like my whole childhood. And I remember always asking over the bathroom so I can drink water out the water fountain, try to kill the side effects of the medicine, because it didn't make. I didn't look like, I fucking hated it. I hated the way I felt on that shit. You know what I mean? It ruins your appetite. Makes you not wanna do nothing. Like, the only thing it made me want to do was just fight the side effects the whole time. Like, you know
what kind of side effects did it carry and affect you as a child when you were taking was it Ritalin?
Yeah.
Ritalin?
Shit was like, you know what I'm saying, it took away appetite, but I was still making myself eat because I knew I had to eat. And I figured that might help too, like get rid of that shit. It just makes you real. I think the word's compulsive. Like, I just like whenever I itch somewhere, I like scratch it hard. I was just fucking agitated the whole time, and just, you know, like I was just very like
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it made me weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like I didn't want to do nothing. And the reason
So the pill didn't make you feel normal, like they say. Most people I know who take Ritalin say something like, "This pill makes me normal again." You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't do that for you. It kind of reversed you.
Like it just pissed me off. Like it made me feel unhealthy.
Yeah.
I felt like it makes you feel like a zombie, and I was just trying to fight it the whole time. I'm just like scream and just like jump up, run, try to just get my me back. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was kind of like the Get Out pill. Like, you know what I mean? Like
red pill, blue pill, Matrix.
Like the movie Get Out, when you have to.
I seen it once. When
you don't get to be you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically. All right. And so when I finally was old enough to like to, you know, not take it, I just, you know, be like, fuck that pill, I'm not taking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't interested in doing drugs or drinking alcohol or nothing. I was just happy that I got to be just normal,
not controlled. Like, I was against controlled substances because of that controlled substance. I was tired of being controlled, so I was like, that's why I had this real big thing with being in control. I don't like being controlled. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the government puts these pharmaceuticals out. You know what I mean? For us to take like it's okay. But at the end of the day, they don't know it's damaging.
I think it's because people with ADHD are people who think outside the box and are independent thinkers. They don't follow what everything, like, you know what I mean? Like, we learn a different way, and the government don't want us to do that because they want us to follow what it says in the book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't want us to fucking know that, you know, fucking Indians got hold.
Right, by Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. See, they don't want us to know shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want us to. You know what I mean? So when they see that we go in the opposite direction of what, you know, oh, give them a pill. You know,
give them a pill.
That's pretty much what that whole shit is on the code.
Okay, so you were young, and you know, you had some form of ADHD. You were on medication. At the time, you said you were the new kid at school.
Yeah, the main thing was his mom was like, man, I want you to make A's and B's, and you're failing, so that's why I had to put you on this pill. She thought like that pill would make me concentrate on work. And really, that's not really what it was. And I see, that's what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? The government wants you to not, you know what I'm saying? I think like people, they just some smart motherfuckers. I don't even like. I'm just calling it that because, you know, just so you know what I'm talking about. But I don't believe it should have a fucking name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people are just people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people going, like, I'm an Aries. Like, everything about me is a fucking Aries. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fucking ADHD. I'm just an Aries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Word.
Like, we're all different people. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. So you were young. They said you came to Corpus Christi, Pensacola, and you're in the situation with your father. You never really knew him. I mean, was he from Florida? Or
I remember him. I still remember, like,
yeah.
I still remember taking piss together. I still remember,
because I seen the picture you posted of him, and look, you know, strikingly strong resemblance. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah. Motherfuckers thought that was me and shit.
They thought that was you in the 70s and shit, right?
What was it called? But yeah, I ain't seen him ever since. I heard from him ever since. Like, but I still remember like him screaming like when my mom took me from him. I remember him screaming like, "Give me back my son! Give me back my son!" And she just, and that was like when she took me from. We was at a gas station and shit, and I still remember that she took me from ran back to we was staying with this black lady and her son. She was letting us, I guess, live with her whenever we moved out from my dad's or some shit like that. And after that, that's when we moved here. So yeah, you know.
So the relationship with your mom, like, how did that go? I mean, I know you you ended up a grandma, right? If I'm not mistaken, at a young age, or.
The relationship was cool with me and her. It's just I guess the people, you know, it was really just like me and my stepdads. It was hard for us to what's the word?
To bond.
Yeah, it was hard. That's a good word.
Yeah, to bond.
It was hard for us to bond.
And to get along and.
Yeah, because I was really different. I wasn't like the son that he technically wanted me to be.
Yeah.
And so that was really hard for me. And Mom's was like, you know, always like, hey,
get along with your stepdad.
Get along, you know what I'm saying? Get along with stepdad. He's a good man. He's a good man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did a lot for us. You know what I'm saying? He's accomplished a lot. You know what I mean? One of those tops. You know. I just dealt with it, you know what I'm saying? But and it got to that point, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into crazy about it. Like I already rap about it in my music, you can get it all there, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just got to a point where by the time I was 16, I just got tired of I just felt I personally felt emotionally abused, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't feel welcome, you know what I mean? And but you know what I'm saying? It's just, but it made me a stronger person. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed at how I grew up. You know what I mean? So I like how the man I became. So I'm not even tripping. You know, I can forgive everybody for all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Anyways, so I moved down to my grandma's house in the hood. I was like, man, I'd rather just live there, man, because my grandma was like. She was just like me. Like, we were the ghetto ones. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like we were the ones that had to take the buses and stuff like that.
So she basically taught you more or less the streets, because if I'm not mistaken, at one point you were homeless for a good while, right?
Really, it's how this happened. Like, so I moved with my grandma, and you know what I mean? I was more comfortable there because she was like, man, she really loved me, you know what I'm saying? And you know, she had a real strong Brazilian accent. And she, you know, my grandma was brown too, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't white. Like how my mom's came out white because of her dad. I guess she got more of her dad's traits, and then my dad was white, so I guess, you know. And I always asked my mom, I was like, Grandma Brazilian, Grandma's from Brazil, so that means I'm Brazilian too, right? Did I get some of that? And like, I remember as a kid asking, she was like, I don't know, you probably did. So like, I never really knew growing up what I was, you know what I'm saying?
I never dwelled on it.
I just figured I was just a white boy because that's what everybody would call me, you know what I'm saying? And everybody would pick on me for it, so it's like, okay, I guess, you know, I am whatever you say I am. Type
Word. And so when were you introduced to the streets, bro? Like that whole scary money don't make money feel, you know?
So 16 is at my grandma's and shit. So I was pretty much like in the streets, like I was taking city buses at 13 and shit. Like I was already knowing about it, because I was always in the projects and shit with my homeboys, because I didn't like being at home and shit. You know what I'm saying? I would go to other hoods, like, you know, I would go to La Mata, go to Galway, kick it with my partners over there, try to spend the night over there and shit like that. But 16 is when I actually, you know, was able to just get away from the house and go to my grandma's. And when I got there, she was always on something. You can't be coming here after 9 p.m. I'm blocking the door and shit. And I was always trying to make money and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, selling CDs, selling little singles, you know, however I was doing it, trying to make some money. And like that 9 o'clock shit, I I wasn't feeling it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there was never nothing at the house, you know, to eat and shit, like, you know what I mean? And like the bed was always filled with ants and shit, so I wasn't like too excited about going back home to grandma's and shit. So by the time I was 17, that's when I was like, hey, I just ran away, you know, I ran away to the streets, and I just started surviving on my own in the streets, 17, and then, you know, until I finally got my own little crib by about 21, you know. Saying like a few months before 22, got my own crib and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was in the streets for about 5 years, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, I remember when you was living out the car on the road and stuff, man.
Yeah. So I was like living in the streets 5 years, and then the last 9 months of those 5 years was pretty much like when I got my first car and living in my car. So that was a big step. Like I was like, oh shit, it's kind of like I got a place to live now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to spend the night at people's houses no more. I got tired of that shit. That's another reason I would be on the streets more than on someone's couch, because I just hated waking up to like feeling like I owe somebody something. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be out in the streets more. You know what I'm saying? But, I'll find a clean bus stop, you know, sleep at whatever. But I'd always have like a place to shower at. Like, you know, my partner BP, shout out to BP. He'd always let me go over there, take a shower after he got out of work. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't do drugs, I didn't drink, I didn't do none of that shit. I was like a different kind of homeless person.
That's what I told you, you know what I'm saying? When if y'all go to our battle, you know what I'm saying, Big Kree, Michael White, there's a certain line I told Michael White, I said, how the hell are you homeless and not on drugs? You know what I'm saying? And that's big facts. That's big facts right there. And what's the thing with that? Like, have you ever smoked at least once in your life? Smoked some weed, you know, drank some alcohol?
I smoked weed before. Yeah. I just never buy weed. Like, it's just like I hit it. Like, say it's New Year's. Mm-hmm. Somebody got some weed, I'm around it, and they're like, hey man, it's New Year's. Hit it. Like, well, all right, whatever. And you know what I mean, be some shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
So you're saying, like, you know, very rarely, like, Michael White might just hit the blunt every once in a while, every once in a blue moon,
like if it's like
red October sunrise.
No, like if it's your birthday, just New Year's.
Okay.
I still, and that's even still like probably wouldn't even do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I skipped the New Year's. Last New Year's I didn't smoke, so so I really don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
I drank befefore too. Like,
have you ever drank in your life, like had a habit like of drinking, or was it always something you just
Whenever
tried?
I did drink, it would be one Bud Light, and I would get fucked up off that one Bud Light. Like, yo, it's crazy. Y'all drink like, so just one can of like one of the little tall cans of Bud Light, or no, just a regular bottle.
Yeah.
Drink that motherfucker. But I'm not even finished with that bitch. I just be like, feel like I'm laying down and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of lean, bro,
that's how much I don't drink.
You ever try? You know, speaking of lean, you ever try the lean?
Yeah, I tried lean. My kinfolk A1 Vic. When I made my shirts, A1 Custom, you know what I'm saying? He put me on I remember I was like, about like 10 years ago. He was one of the people that let me stay at his house, spend the night on his couch and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I was living out there in the streets, and what's it called? He had some lean and shit, and he was like, you wanna try some lean, Mike? I was like, fuck, give me I don't know if I tried it out of his cup or if he gave me my own, but cause I just drank like 2 sips, and I just, man, that shit put me to sleep. But yeah, I tried that before. I tried that before. I had to Texas boy. I gotta see what it looked like.
Word. That's all facts, man.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, you're a parent, right? You're a father.
Yeah.
How's that, man? How's it feel to be a father? First of all, I know a lot about you, but the people, you know what I'm saying, who might be new, you know.
It's cool.
And you're a father. You have a daughter, correct? Right?
Yeah. I was 18 when I had my daughter, and no, I was 19, something like that. I think she came out when I was 19. Yeah, like a month after I turned 19, she came out. Yeah. So yeah, my whole thing was like, man, I always wanted a family. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since I was 5, like I was looking for a family, you know what I'm saying? A family where I felt like it was family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so by the time I was 18, I was like,